Hey loves, so welcome to another vlog where I will be taking care of this beautiful lady's hair. She had good hair, but it's the soft type and it was a bit dry. That's why you'll see me going really thorough with the chebe butter application, because the hair, the scalp, everything was just screaming dry vibes. So I had to make sure that the chebe got in through every strand of her hair. And the other thing, making her hair was not the simplest task, because you know those people who come and you tell them that yes, they explain to you what they want you to do to their hair, and you tell them yes, I can do it, and then you start doing it. First the braid is short, then second, like, they think like you don't know what you're doing, but eventually we pulled through. So make sure that you stay subscribed and you watch until the end, and let's talk about the different ways that you can be applying chebe butter on your hair, even if you don't have the strength to apply it every other 3 days. As you have seen, this lady's hair was dry. It had already been blow dried, because she came in with the hair, it was dry, it was blow dried, and it had already been cleaned, so I was not going to go back to cleaning. And if you have watched any of my videos, I usually recommend that your first application of the chebe butter should actually be during your wash days, where after you go in, you clarify with the organic shampoo, you come in with the moisturizing honey conditioner, then after that you apply the chebe hair butter when the hair is still damp. But unfortunately for her, her first application was when the hair was dry, because it was her first encounter with the chebe hair butter. She has never applied it, and as I told you from the start, her hair was a bit thin, and the next time that she came in, her hair had tremendously improved. This was around December, because you see I still have that kabam on my hand, and it has eventually gone away. So our initial agreement was actually to get the hair in an updo, simple updo style. The ones that I have been doing in my channel usually take like 20 to 30 minutes max to do simple updo on any type of hair. So I was like, okay, fine, you're going to do this like 10 to 20 30 minutes and we'll be done. And then I start off, and by the time I'm in the middle, she tells me that she wants to look herself in the mirror. Remember, she knew how the updo braids usually look like, and you were supposed to do it without any additional hair, because she did not come with any additional hair. Now this is like 10 minutes into the braiding, because we are like quarter way done, and then she tells me, now let me just look at myself. As you have seen, she has a camera. Then she tells me, no, my face looks small, can we change the style? We don't have hair, so I have to look for some hair that I have in the house, and then now we come up with anything that we can do that will fit that hair. The hair that you're seeing was not even a full braid, and she wanted something that will look like the zigzag lines that you had seen me making. Make sure that you stick around, because they still came out really well, but at some point at the back I had to ditch the braiding because they went out, and we still managed, because we manage over here, but that is not your stylist dream. We don't like managing, so if you can, please follow through. If she tells you to get like 2 braids, additional braids, if you want them, that will be great to support her in doing the styling that you want. Also, if someone tells you that they cannot do it, because I am very confident in my abilities, and when I hear something that I cannot do, I will upfront tell you that I cannot manage this. If I tell you that I can, please give me an easy time, so that I make sure that I give my best. Of course, it's okay to correct. It's okay to even look at yourself in the mirror. You're supposed to be braiding when you're looking in the mirror. That is very ideal, and you're supposed to correct. But if you give a description of the thing that you want and it's done exactly as you want, I don't think you have the right to complain, even if the client is always right. But anyway, it is well. So I went ahead. I was trying to get her to this like zigzag, where they'll come and have like a small hold in here at the back, not just at the back kabisa, at her kisogo. I don't know what it's called in English. Not down lines, but just a bit like updo, but not exactly updo, where we have like lines coming from the back going upwards, and then we have lines from the front going upwards. That was the whole idea, and I think we did so well. So we were saying about the different ways of actually applying chebe butter before the rand. So yeah, the first ideal way is usually during your wash day. That is, I have communicated that clearly enough. But as I said, sometimes you might get the butter and you're already like braided. Like my client, like she got the butter when she was leaving, and because of consistency, of course I will still need her to reapply the butter at least weekly. So how is she going to do that? It's simple. She's just going to spray her hair with water, or just use her hand, get some water on her head and on her hair. Then she's going to get the Chebe hair butter, gently massage on her fingertips, and then apply on her hairlines. As you can see from the video, the braid addition is so minimal, like it was literally at the end, because as I told you, the size, the quantity of the braid that we had was so little. So the braid addition is so minimal. So of course the hair strands are open. So if she applies the water, if she applies the butter, they are able to actually get in or drink literally all that goodness. And by the time she will be undoing her hair, a hair change would be very much significant. This was around December, as I told you, and I've told you I have done her hair again, and the changes are amazing. The dryness has significantly reduced. Her hair volume is also increasing. You know, she was actually having thinning hair, not because of anything else, because she thought it was about age, but it was just because she was not taking care of her hair. She had been using a lot of gels on her hair, training it literally with heat damage and all that. She has never relaxed her hair, and as you can see from the video, her hair did not even shrink when we added water. That is a sign that her hair is struggling with heat damage, but we're going to correct that by the time we are done with her hair, and we're already in very good progress as we are speaking currently. So if you need the Chebe hair butter, I have it in stock, retailing at Kenyan shillings 1200 for 250 grams, that is 200 mls, and 2000 for 50 mls, that is 500 grams. This butter is a perfect blend. I'm telling you, it's a perfect blend of natural oils, butter, and the original Chebe powder that actually nourishes, moisturizes, protects your hair, giving you that long voluminous hair, and it actually adds shine. So if you have issues like with like a dull looking hair, your hair does not look so gorgeous, your hair shrinks so hard, your hair is so hard to even comb, you need to get yourself the range, my hair range. Another thing, the moisturizing honey conditioner is a great detangler. When you pair that with my Chebe butter, I promise you, you will see significant changes in how your hair is actually reacting or even behaving when you're detangling. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the Chebe hair butter is a perfect for our 4C babes. If you have 4C hair, I have done it. I have used it on my 4C clients, my 4C babies, and I'm telling you, it comes out really, really nice. This client, if we did not talk in our local dialect, I would have allowed you to just listen in on the conversation. The complaints, I still love her because she's the reason I'm still doing what I am doing. So I usually even appreciate her, even with all that complaints that I'm making. That does not mean that I do not appreciate her. So do not get it wrong. But the complaints were too much. Like even when I was trying to do that line, she did not want me to do it. And the inspo that she gave me had that line. So I asked her, how am I going to get those corners without that line? We had to like stop the bleeding for like 5 minutes and then continue after reaching an agreement, because I did not want a situation where I am finishing the front part and then she's telling me that I need to undo it or something. So I had to make sure that we were still on the same line. So let me know if you have encountered any issues with your stylist. How did she deal with it? I saw a TikTok video the other day of a lady just ranting for 10 minutes and saying that she's going to sue that hairdresser, and I felt really, really sad, because as a dresser, as a stylist, you have to listen to your people. As I've told you, I listened to this lady after doing like half. I was halfway. I was exactly where I am right now, and then she told me that she did not want the way it looked on her, and I had to change it. And I changed it because at the end of the day, I want her to be happy because she's using my product. I want her to look confident, to feel confident, because when a woman feels confident, she actually looks good. So that is the whole point. So I don't think we should actually take it personally, but also we need to remember that as clients, it's also okay to agree when you have made a mistake. Like when you do the description and it comes out wrong and it's from what you have described, it's not the stylist's fault, and you see, like styling is not even the braiding itself. A good stylist or a good hair braider is not even the braiding, it's actually the parting, and that makes a whole lot of difference. So I have to actually have a picture of what you want in mind, and even physically, if it's possible, you give me that picture on your phone. You tell me, Mumina, this is what I want, can you actually achieve it? I say yes or no. If I say yes, best believe I have an idea of how I'm going to actually work with my partitioning to ensure that I give you exactly what you want. If I say no, and I recommend that we can change the style, because I will not say no and tell you to go, I will say, like, can we do something simpler, or can we do something else, or something similar that I think I can achieve? You can also bend a bit and allow me to work my magic on your hair. That's so simple. It's not so hard, is it? But anyway, I think my patience lesson went successfully, because she reminded me of patience. She reminded me of patience, but I still appreciate her. And also, there are people who believe that you have to really tighten the hair for it to be neat. Like, she really made me tighten her hair, and I felt sad. I tried to convince her. She was like, no, my hair will just be okay. You just make sure that you grab every inch of the hair. Like, but it is well. That is not something that you should be doing if you want your hair to maintain length and volume. It will break. Oh, it will break. And I told her, and she was like, no, before we started, she was telling me that she used to have lots and lots of hair, thick hair before, and then things changed out of nowhere according to her. But from what I gathered, it was not out of nowhere. She had significantly contributed to that, and I'm not, of course I am blaming her, but I'm not really blaming her, because maybe she doesn't know. But I really tried to make sure that she understands why it is important for the edges to be protected when styling, why it is important to avoid tight styling, why it is important. Because you see, the grip I was doing, if we had added braids, let me tell you, by the time she was undoing her hair, she would have lost it all, because it was really tight. Like, I felt it was really tight on my end, but I had to do it. If we had added braid, we would have gotten the perfect braiding, the perfect neatness, the perfect everything. But that would have eventually contributed to hair loss, and that is not the goal of this channel. That is not the goal of what I do as a stylist. No, I want people to embrace the fact that they can be neat, they can look cute and still protect their hairs, embrace their African crown, ensure that they are protecting their hormones without crazy chemicals, without crazy blow drying, without crazy pulling. As Africans, we are already at a higher risk of developing or getting traction alopecia because of our styling techniques, because of our habits and all that. So if we continue normalizing what we have been normalizing, tutakuwa vipara sisi wote, and we cannot afford that. We need to have measures to protect that. And I have seen on TikTok, like, the relaxing trends is actually being normalized a lot in Kenya, where babes are coming out and saying, oh, they told us relaxers are bad. They have been able to manage and maintain length and volume with relaxers. Yes, you can, but at what expense? Sometimes it's good to be curious. The same TikTok has videos of the dangers of chemical relaxers on, like, development of things like ovarian cysts, ovarian cancers, so all those reproductive health issues for women, hormonal issues, fibroids and such. But you're still doing it. We're ignoring such videos and now binging on the ones that we want to actually listen to or hear. I know it's human nature for us to avoid or to even ignore things that tell us exactly what we need to change. But in this aspect, we need to change a lot, because our hormones, our fertility, our health is actually at stake. And with this small thing that you think that you're just relaxing your hair once every 3 months, you can imagine, like, the intensity of that relaxer that has the capacity to straighten your 4C kinky hair completely in minutes, the impact that it has on your scalp and your hormones. Just think about it. And let me know in the comment section your thoughts on the same. I will definitely appreciate, even if it's not agreeing. We'll definitely appreciate, because we need to continue having this conversation so that we can try and significantly change the outlook of how we can actually protect our people. And I totally love a person or a woman who is aware of what they want and what they need and what they need to do. But my client here. Hey, but it is well. We really tried. And just make sure that you watch until the end, because it still came out, and I appreciate her for that, because maybe if I had gone with what I had wanted, we would not have gotten what she had wanted. So sometimes it's okay for you as a stylist to bend. I know it's usually very annoying when you're making someone's hair and they are not even allowing you to work your creativity, your magic, or whatever. They just want to control how your hand is moving. It can be really, really annoying, but sometimes it's okay to listen to them, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who are going to be working with that head, and it needs to be comfortable enough for them so that they can show up and continue doing their daily things and routines. So that is also one of the reasons that I am all about embracing natural African practices, because I want us women to be confident in our crown, to have volume, to have length, to have protected edges, something that you can just take a bun, hold your hair up, and still have an amazing cute style and walk with it. I know it's hard to maintain it. I myself, it's almost impossible, but in my defense, I'm usually very, very busy and random. I can just wake up today and I need to be somewhere at 5 a.m. or even 6 a.m. or 7, so I cannot afford to have my hair open, because if I am needed somewhere at 6, I need to take 20 minutes or 30 minutes to make my hair, and I've woken up at 5:30. I need to shower, I need to dress up, I need to do all that. That might be impossible. That is where we love wigs. And by the way, if you do line wigs, chebe butter will love you, because it's so easy to apply chebe on wig lines, or even the twist outs that you do under your wigs. It's very, very easy, and it makes your hair really, really grown, really, really protected. So if you have wig lines, or if you wear wig lines, you need to get yourself our chebe hair butter, and then we refer and we compare notes after 4 months. That is basically after you're done with your first tin, and then we continue the discussion. So make sure that you watch until the end. I will sign out here, and I'll see you at the end of the video.